What's good, Black Star? Welcome back to the channel. Yo, somebody in my comments just gave me basically hit on something that I didn't hit on yet, and that is transactional relationships, transactional sex and relationships. Now, what am I talking about here? Most of these chicks nowadays have a transactional mindset, meaning you do something, I do something. Transactional. It doesn't come natural to them. Now, put that into a situation where these chicks are in a relationship with a man, you get all sorts of kind of bullshit. So what am I talking about here? I'm talking about the chicks that are the OF models and the chicks that are on OF but in relationships will also have relations with another man as a quote unquote talent on OF. Also, chicks that are doing sleazy ass shit on the side while also being in a relationship. So let's get into this one. Yeah, cause this one's about to be a banger. I already got a feeling on that one. So these chicks that are on OF, these chicks are already basically selling their box for money. Meaning these chicks have are basically selling themselves just to make money because they want to be lazy and not go out there and actually achieve anything or get a job. They're worthless. So they're in their mind, they feel that if a man is not doing this for me, I don't owe him anything. While also under the guise of saying I'm strong and independent, I don't need a man, while also saying I need protection. I want protection, but I don't want you. Well, I don't need you, but I want you. So that's the problem. They feel to them that they don't need a man, but they want a man, and when they don't want that man anymore, they're going to just kick him to the side. So let's get back to the transactional part of that. As long as you're doing for me, I will do for you. That's the problem. See, what happens? See, dealing with the transactional mindset woman, what she's gonna basically do is she's gonna have you thinking that she's gonna be feminine when if you're making a lot of money, which doesn't happen. See, I'm trying to hit on this, but I also try to drive and focus on it at the same time. See, modern women, they don't understand that in a relationship there is no such thing as transactional relations. There's no such thing as transactional love. They want to believe that love is transactional, meaning you pay for it. You pay for my love, you pay for my affection, you pay for everything that I do for you. Now, they're going into relationships with these men with this transactional mindset, and then these men are feeling like, okay, I'm not getting what I need out of you, but when I do something, then that's when you want to do something. Basically putting money at the forefront of everything. That's the reason why a lot of these chicks are going to be single in about the year 2030. Because once they go into that transactional mindset, it's going to be impossible to pull them out of that transactional mindset. And least of all, they don't want to be outside the transactional mindset because that is the only way that they can make money. It's all about money to them. Money. Like Mr. Krabs. If you are not paying for my lifestyle, I don't owe you any femininity. If you're not paying for my bills, I don't owe you any sex. If you're out there working 80 hours a week, I don't have to cook you anything at work for lunch, or I don't have to buy you or I don't have to do anything for you. I don't have to clean I don't clean the house. I don't do any of that. And that's the problem. Men are fucking frustrated with that shit because honestly, let's be honest. If you're working 16 hours a day, let's just put that out there. If you're working 16 hours a day, there should be no reason why I can't come home to a hot meal every day when I'm taking care of the bills. When the bills are getting paid by me, and all you have to do is just stay home, or you can work a small job and nothing be really put on you. I should be able to come home to a hot meal, peace, and some ass. That's all I should be. That's what I should be able to come home to. A hot meal on the table, ready for me or ready to eat, and then also I should be able to come home with to be able to relax, no stress. You not asking me to do 55 different things when I get in the fucking house. As soon as I get off my fucking feet at work, and then come home to a fucking headache because you want to argue about some stupid shit. No. Men are tired of that shit. Why should I have to come home after working 16 hours a day to your bullshit? Why should I have to come home to your ass arguing about something that's minute, something that's not even worth talking about? But you want to sit here and be right because you know you in the wrong, or because I didn't do what you asked me to. Or why if you're at home, why shouldn't you already have cooked? Why do we have to go out there and get fast food, do all this shit, and then you expect me to protect you, but you come at me with some sly shit talking about, oh, I don't need you, but I want you. When in reality, you do need me because I'm paying all the fucking bills and I'm having to work 16 hours a day. Ain't that some bullshit? But what these chicks don't want to realize is that their mindset is going to leave them in a hole, and they're not going to be able to climb out of that hole because they're not going to be able to separate transactional from real. See, when it comes down to that transactional mindset and the way that a lot of these chicks think, they feel in their minds that I have to make everything transactional. I have to make everything conditional, feminine. I have to be conditionally feminine. If things are in the right, if things aren't going right, I have to take my masculine. I have to be masculine. Not realizing that when you go to another country, these women are living in sheds with their husbands and kids, and their man is working, but that man gets to come home to a feminine woman that loves and cares about him and that understands him and wants to be down for that man. And then when you get passport bros going across seas and going and leaving because they can't get that here because everything's so transactional, then you want to get mad at these men because these men are leaving your ass. Now you don't have any options, and you want to say, "Oh, we don't really care if you're leaving," but yeah, you constantly making videos about passport bros leaving, talking about we need you, we need help with our bills, we need this, that, and that. No, we need help with our kids. No, fuck all that. You want to say that shit when you was looking at Pookie and Ray Ray and Chad and Tyrone. Now you see the upper mobility men leaving. Now you want to be in your fucking feelings because you are getting left left in the situation that you put yourself in. It's all about that. It's all about the money. It's all about that transactional mindset. And now that most of these chicks had that mindset down and packed, and you can't change that shit. A lot of these chicks is gonna be left on. It's gonna be left. That transactional mindset is gonna fuck a lot of women up. Coming 2023 and 2024. Mark my words. I'm saying it in this video. These women are going to be some of the most depressed, some of the most destructive, and like the commenter said, these women are going to be trying to damn sperm jack you. They're going to be holding your ass up to gunpoint and make you nut in that damn red soul cup, and they gonna have you, and they gonna go inseminate themselves. Another guy said that shit, and actually, it's gonna be a lot worse than that. That's what, and the thing about it is, they don't want to say nothing to nobody. They don't want to say nothing to nobody because they know they're in the wrong. And the thing about it is that conditional femininity shit. A lot of men have peeped the game on that. And a lot of men are saying, "No, fuck that. I'm done." A lot of men don't care no more. A lot of men are you can a lot of men are like, you shame me now, but you're the one that's gonna be at the end of the day at a disadvantage. You're gonna be uncouth. You're gonna be unprotected. You're gonna be unsupported. You're gonna be at the bottom. While a lot of these men are gonna be out here dating foreign women. It's not about the marriage part for men. It's not about the marriage part. The fact of the matter is that a lot of these women don't understand that they're going to be at a disadvantage without a secondary income. See, secondarily, you need a second. You need a second income. You need one. Because let's face it, the cost of living compared to what these women make and these bullshit careers or these bullshit jobs that they have, a lot of these women cannot afford the cost of living. Why do you think the what's it called? What's the shit called? Why do you think the national average for evictions have gone up? Why do you think that? Because these women can't afford it. Why do you think women in LA are? Why do you think LA? Most of the women that are in poverty, and most of the women that are homeless. Why do you think that is? Because they can't afford the cost of living. They live in this bubble. See, the thing is, what women don't realize is they live in this protected bubble. If they don't have money, they can go to the government and get assisted living. They can get Section 8, and they can get assistance with their bills. They can get assistance with their kids. They can get assistance with all this stuff. Men do not have a parachute. When a man falls on hard times. A man falls hard. They don't understand that there's so many protections that keep them at an advantage. They don't understand that they are at an advantage because they are women. They don't understand that the advantages of being a woman is I get protection from the government and I get protection from men. See, the thing about it is, what's gonna happen is, with all these damn social programs being struck down left and right, a lot of these women gonna end up even in a worse position than what they think. See, look at it. Let's just go back to RVW. You had the choice to delete your baby. You had the choice to delete your baby because you didn't want to have a baby, and you had all this unprotected intercourse with all these different men. That got struck down. What's going on now? These women are up in arms because they took their quote unquote right away, which wasn't even a fucking right. It wasn't even constitutionally a right. So they took that, they struck that down. Now these women are up in arms because they can't go and they can't go have all the unprotected fun that with all these damn different dudes. So now, what's gonna happen? A lot of these women are gonna start if they have unprotected sex and they get pregos. What they're gonna start doing is they're gonna start trying to do the operations themselves, or go out of country, or go to another country that actually allows it. They believe that everything should be in place for women instead of them actually going out there and doing the shit that they wanted, achieving the shit that they want. They want everything to be handed to them through a transaction. And see, the problem is they're starting to get slapped in the fucking face with reality. Reality is striking these women harder and harder every day. Look at what's going on TikTok. Now that the cost of living has gone up, now that we're in a bigger end, that we're officially in a recession, which we were already in a fucking recession. I don't even know why they take 18 fucking months to fucking announce that shit, but we're in a recession. Look at what's going on now on TikTok. A lot of these women are talking about, we need a man. We're struggling. We need a man. Please, passport bros, come save us. No, fuck no. The problem is they want to be saved at all costs while making their damn fucked up decisions. No. You want to be strong, independent, talk all this shit behind men's backs. Now y'all asses are struggling. No. Fuck all that shit, bruh. No. You are the fucking problem. Men are not the problem at this point. You have been fucking socially educated to be delusional as fuck. Men are not the fucking problem. You are. You are socially programmed to be a victim. You are socially programmed to be quote unquote strong, independent. You're socially educated to think in a hive mind instead of thinking on your own fucking 2 feet. You want everything handed to you, but you don't want to take the responsibility where your life goes tits up. Problem is, men have no protections. Men have always had to look at situations before they put themselves in a bad situation. Men have always had to do that. As a man, if you have to assess the situation before you actually act. You have to assess the situation to make sure that situation is not going to put you at a disadvantage or put you in a hole. You have to, as a man. You have no social protection. You have no government protection. That is what a lot of these ladies have failed to realize. Men do not have protection like they do. The quote unquote patriarchy that women are complaining about, men do not have a patriarchy. This is not a patriarchy. It's a gynocracy. And see, what's happening is the gynocracy is starting to fall now that all the shit's going on. The gynocracy was not set up for a long term. Now that these women are starting to find out what's really been going on, now they're starting to lose their shit. Left fucking right. You're starting to see it on TikTok. You're starting to see all these women talking about kill all men and all this shit. They've been talking about kill all men. But the thing about it is, none of this shit, none of these chicks actually understand what the fuck they really talking about. They're thinking emotionally while trying to solve an issue, when the problem is they cannot solve the issue because they don't have the foresight to solve the issue. They cannot solve issues like men can. And the thing about it is, they come up with some stupid ass notion talking about delete all men. No. Delete all men? For what? Without men, society would collapse within a couple years. This society that we have was built upon men. Women are not out there building roads. Women are not out there building buildings. Women are not out there maintaining the vehicles that we have on the road. Women are not maintaining the pipelines. Not going out there drilling for oil. Women are not doing that shit. So when they talk about delete all men, how would you go out there and get the call boat for your electric cars? How would you go out there? How would you know how to go out there and drill for oil? How would you go out there and drill mine the metal for your vehicle? How would you know how to fix your car? How would you know how to do any of this stuff? And so the problem is women don't understand what they're actually saying. Women do not understand the way that this society has been set up so that they can live comfortably. Go take your ass to Ecuador, take your ass to Colombia, take your ass to the DR, take your ass to goddamn Brazil, and see how those women live. Those women are living in favelas. Those women are struggling. And the thing about it is, when men go over to those other countries, these women respect these men. These women love these men. These women want to marry these men because they can see that these men are better than what they've experienced. So yes, you're going to continue with your ideology. You're going to continue to be at a disadvantage because you are not thinking. You're not thinking like a traditional woman. The thing about it is, men have always said what they wanted. You've just been too damn stupid to realize it. Men have always said what they wanted. Traditional, feminine, cooperative women. Men have always said, I want a woman that is cooperative, submissive, feminine, beautiful, and will be willing to get on my program. Nothing much. We're not asking for you to be a fucking slave. We're not asking for you to do any of that stuff. All we're asking for is a woman that actually gives a damn about them. That actually cares to support him behind the scenes. That's all men have been asking. Support me behind the scenes so that I can achieve the things that I want to do, so that we can build a strong family unit. That is all men have been asking for. We've not been asking for you to slave over a stove all fucking day. No, we're not asking for that. But we are asking for a hot fucking meal at the end of the day, when we come home. We're asking for peace. We're not asking for this feminist bullshit type of this feminist bullshit that y'all keep on wanting to fucking tout out there. There's so much bullshit that's actually been said on the internet. I can't even fucking keep up. You've called men that go overseas predators, peds, and all sorts of other shit. Then when these foreign women come after y'all asses, come for y'all necks, you're looking at us like, why y'all not protecting us? No, we're not protecting you because you're the fucking reason why we're leaving. You are. Men are not the reason why men are not this quote unquote toxic, misogynistic type of bullshit that you fucking feminazis want to fucking keep saying. Men are not asking for nothing big. You asking for the guy to be 6 foot tall, have a 6-figure salary, be fucking have 6 inches of dick so that he can stuff inside your ass. Then drive all these damn luxury cars, be able to buy you a Louis Vuitton, a fucking Fendi, and Birkin bags and all this shit. But yet you refuse to do the basic necessities of what men are asking for. You want everything to be fucking handed to you, but you don't want to do what a feminine woman is supposed to do. You refuse to be what a man is asking you to be. That's the reason why a lot of these rappers, a lot of these fucking entertainers and shit be running through y'all asses, getting y'all asses pregnant, and putting y'all ass on and giving y'all child support, but nobody is gonna be marrying your ass. Look at Vivica Fox. She mad as hell. She ain't got no kids, depressed, and want to say all sorts of hell behind the fucking scenes, but the bitch refused to realize that she's the issue. Lottie Love is dating a fucking struggle dude. I don't even know what the fuck this dude's name is. He ain't got shit. She's the fucking man in the relationship, if you want to be honest. But nobody actually wants to come out here and say this shit. Of course, men know that we have to make fucking money in order to fucking to support a family. We know that. We know we have to make a good amount of money so that we can support our families. We know that already. The problem is you refuse to be a feminine woman that we want to provide for. You are the problem. Men want to provide. Women in the modern country, in Western culture, women are not what men want. That's the reason why men are marrying less. Hell, but if I get married, I'm going outside the country and finding me a fucking traditional wife. That's if I decide to get married. I wanted to at the beginning, but I'm like, do I really want to deal with somebody else's bullshit? You got modern men. You got men of all age groups seeing this shit and are fucking opting out. Men are not dealing with your shit no more. Men are opting out of relationships. Men are opting out of being husbands. Men are opting out of the Western culture and going across seas to find a wife. But you refuse to actually address the situation at a fucking T. You refuse to address everything that's been going on. And men have said, fuck it. Since you don't want to listen, we gonna leave. Now you want to come out in arms against men talking about we're predators. We're peds. We're all sorts of, we're creeps and all this shit. And then you got these clown ass dating coaches talking about they ain't got no game. How about this? The only reason why you're talking about a man not having game, and the reason why a lot of you are coming at the men that are the passport bros, is because a lot of you clowns make money off of fucking men that can't date in the U.S. You make all this money off of these men and off of these women by telling them what these women want to hear and telling these men, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, just to get a fucking trash ass woman that ain't traditional, that ain't even fucking want to be a wife and want to fucking have all sorts of fun with every different dude on the block, but then come back home to you at night talking about, hi honey, how was work? Not have no cooked dinner or have a fucking dinner from fucking made out of a fucking box. But then you want to go ahead and say, oh, these men ain't got game. No, how about this? You address the situation like it's supposed to be addressed. Stop telling these women what they want to fucking hear. Stop telling these men, oh, if you do this, if you just have some game, you gonna get a fucking feminine woman, a woman that actually treats you like a king. Stop telling these men that they're the problem when they're not the fucking problem. You know they not the fucking problem. It's this fucked up transactional type of mindset that's got a lot of these women fucked up. But you clowns refuse to fucking actually say what's real. You refuse to actually tell these women what's real, what's the actual problem, because you A, making money off of them, B, you just don't feel like listen to the feeling the heat of the damn pushback. But anyways, I'm going to work. I'll see you guys later. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.